Up until PHP7, whenever we've wanted to work with numbers and perform validation, we've always had to perform some sort of checking in the form of is int or is float, is bool or is string. For example, if you're creating a form, you want to be able to check that a quantity is actually a number and not a string. If we take a look at this function at the moment, we can see that at the moment we're indicating that this is an integer. If we change it to a float, we can see that this is now updated to reflect the fact it's a float. And we can of course change it to a boolean, which will reflect properly, as well as a string, and again that reflects properly. With PHP7, however, we can be more strict, and we can use the type in the actual parameter statement. In this case, we're going to specify that input is always going to be an integer, and we're going to try and run it with this string. And we'll see that this actually crashes our web page, because this string cannot be parsed as an actual number. This is not always the case. For example, if we change this back to a boolean and refresh our page again, we will see that this is an integer. And this is because a boolean can also be considered 1 or 0. We can also try to pass through a float, and you will see that this actually works as well. And this is the default PHP7 behaviour, to allow these incorrect types to pass through the filter unchecked. We can, however, force these modes to be enforced by PHP properly. And to do this, we can simply type declare, and then in parentheses strict underscore types equals 1. Now remember that we have a float here, and we're trying to pass this into an integer. If we go back to our web page and refresh again, we can see that this now properly crashes our page. If we tried to pass in a boolean, this is also going to keep the page crashed. And this is because we're no longer allowing these values to be parsed as integers. They must be integers natively. And refresh the page, we will see that this is working again properly now. So when it comes to what types of data types you can enforce, in addition to the ones in PHP5 such as class, object, array, we have these new 4 ones, so float, integer, boolean and string. What do you think of this video? Has it been helpful? Have you learned something new? Let me know in the comments, hit that subscribe button and check out some of these other videos.